Welcome, creatures of all ages. And it has been 10,000 years since I did this. It has been 10,000 years since I streamed something other than a collab. It is good to be back. So, for anyone who's just tuning in for the first time, my name is Asperunescape. For thousands of years, I have walked among you, fought in your battles, and advised your greatest heroes and villains. From the deserts of Bactria to the mires of Germania, I have fought, conquered, and spilled blood. But now the time has come for me to lay down my arms and teach the youths of this world about the people I have met, the lessons I've learned, and the civilizations I've seen rise and fall. So yeah, I am a history VTuber, although history and lore. So why am I playing RuneScape? Why am I playing RuneScape 3, the generally accepted to be inferior version of the edition of the game? Well, let me explain. I'm dead. You see, around 250 years ago, I was in the form of a particularly notable human going by the name of Isaac Davis. I was operating in the English colonies in the New World. And I'd grown particularly fond of the idealism of the founding fathers of the United States of America. So I decided to lend them my sword. I was given command of a company of Minutemen, and as someone who had fought alongside the Roman legions and the Crusader Knights, I was well aware of the value of hard-trained elite troops. I made sure that my men were the best of the best, equipped with gunpowder cartridges instead of powder horns, and painstakingly drilled in marksmanship. But as someone who lived through the long years of history without firearms, I was also stubborn about the doctrine of cold steel, and made sure to equip my troops with bayonets. For the American colonists, this was unusual. Guns were an essential part of their culture, as it is for their descendants, and they had a tradition of fighting smart rather than hard, taking enemy lives without risking their own. But I was proud, and eager to make sure my men could do everything on the battlefield and more. So, at the opening battle of the Revolution at Lexington and Concord, my unit was chosen to lead the vanguard and advance upon the British regulars. At Old North Bridge, my troops advanced upon the enemy like a moving stone wall, and were met by a disorganized British volley and, well... But yeah, when I woke up, I encountered a ditzy-looking woman with blue hair and no panties, who told me I was dead, and the creator was impressed by my bravery, so I would be rewarded. I could go to heaven, but it wouldn't be that exciting, since all it would really be would be resting in the warm sun, meant more for old people tired of life than anything else. So instead, she gave me the option of being reborn in another world, which of course I was happy to take. She also gave me the choice of taking one thing from my old world to this new one. So I took this. Because, you know, that's a pretty obvious choice. But yeah, RuneScape 3. I have been playing this game on and off for pretty much almost all my life. Kind of like League of Legends and Dungeons & Dragons Online, and sometimes I've been completely addicted to this game, to the point that my parents were actually terrified of it and banned me from playing it along with most video games, violent video games for a while. Conservative lots they were, but I love them to death. So, this is RuneScape 3. I'm gonna be real. I prefer this. I prefer this version to old school RuneScape. Old school RuneScape is like a little too grindy for my taste, and I feel like the quality of life is a little better in RuneScape 3. It's just my personal taste, but I'm going to start play Ironman to avoid a lot of the microtransaction and grand exchange nonsense. And also kind of because I'm not really a fan of I'm not really the most social person. I prefer to strike out on my own in most MMOs. And so, but first, before we begin, there's something I want to talk about, something that I noticed has recently happened. Let me just bring it up. Okay, so, let me just move my avatar around a bit. Okay, so as you can see, there is a tiny bit of an update. It's called the regrounding. Basically, they are modifying almost every skin in the game to make it more grounded. In other words, they are removing certain aesthetics, skin aesthetics outright, and replacing it with new designs, such as like, I can't be the only one who's a little bit concerned about this, because, you know, people paid real money for this, for these skins, and, yeah, people paid real money for these skins, and now they're being completely removed and replaced without actually getting it back, getting any money back. So, for some reason, people on like Reddit and the Steam reviews and comments do not seem to be that angry about it. I mean, am I weird for being a little concerned? Like, should I be used to the idea that every online game in purchase is ephemeral at most, and ultimately you're not really purchasing a game, an asset, you're purchasing a license? Am I the only one who... am I out of date? Am I behind the times? Well, anyways, let's take a look at this. Hello again, Scapers. This is part 3 of our blog series on the road to restoration. Today's topic covers regrounding items, but many of you have wondered what this actually refers to. The Regrounding Items project is about making visuals and worn items fit better thematically into the world of RuneScape, as we work towards something that's more immersive and consistent with the game. In short, we want outfits in the game to no longer be obtrusive. In this blog, we'll cover the rationale with which we're approaching this topic, as well as previewing some of the planned changes coming later this month on the 23rd of February. Further changes as part of this project are planned for later this year. Before we get to that though, there's been some discussion in the community as to what grounded medieval fantasy for RuneScape it might mean, and whether there are beloved elements within the game that would clash with that identity. For example, some folks may have worried that to be grounded means to step back from the fantastical or lean much into low fantasy as a concept. That's not the case. Are you sure about that? We will continue to develop RuneScape as a game with high fantasy themes, where magic permeates every aspect of a world built on medieval foundations. Built on top of these foundations should be a player journey through a world that feels like home, and that may also mean that not every quest or event needs to include an existential threat to the universe. Grounding refers to making the world feel cohesive and consistent with the outline above. Having magic with a fantasy world does not mean that just about anything goes. Instead, we want to maintain that all things within Gielinor should make sense for our unique world. Our work to reground the game therefore simply means that we want to ensure that the world feels like it obeys a specific rule set. With that said, let's take a look at our rationale approach, and also provide a preview of the upcoming changes. Let's begin with the why. As a reminder, one of our key goals for RuneScape's Road to Restoration is to curate a game that is consistent and cohesive, and that has a clear visual identity. All existing content should run in line with our integrity guidelines. Over the years, we have added a wide range of items and cosmetic overrides that are visually intrusive or thematically out of place. The technical term for something that doesn't fit into the world is non-diegetic. Let's skip a bit. You've already helped identify many of these such outfits and cosmetics which fundamentally break in-game immersion and do not fit within the medieval fantasy theme of RuneScape. Well, clearly I wasn't part of it. Like, I haven't played this for a while, so maybe the player base, or at least the small player base compared to old school RuneScape, has moved on a bit. An important distinction to make here is that while cosmetic overrides are able to be toggled off as of this past January, item visuals cannot. As some of these items have the same immersion-breaking impact, they must therefore be considered against the above goal. Well, I don't know. I can't be the only one who would enjoy walking around with looking like a wireframe from Smash Melee, or what is it, Mountain Giant from Dota. No, that's not. No, Mountain Giant. Tiny. That's the one. I haven't played it in a while. Come on, this isn't even that bad. All you did is recolor it. Okay, you know what? This looks okay. This doesn't actually look that bad. I do kind of dig the whole mouth protruding out. And here is the let's see. And here is the kicker. All uncombined versions are planned to be removed. Should you have any of these keepsaked, the keepsake key will be returned to you. If you have any uncombined parts, the correlated combined parts will be unlocked. So if you had, for example, the burnt shark head unlocked, you should have the master angler's hat unlocked. Again, this is kind of a meme game, so I don't know. I would expect there to be kind of funny stuff, like funny haha stuff, but you know what? Forget it. You know what? That's enough complaining. I just wanted to talk about that a bit, so a tiny bit. So otherwise, let's play RuneScape. So all right, it has been 20,000 years. Removing browser audio, so if you can't hear anything or if anything feels a bit out of place, just holler, okay? So let's see. So apparently the Pantyless the Pantyless goddess has chosen to let me design my new form, because apparently giant green alien men is characteristic of creatures that are meant to be massacred for the sake of some sort of skill points. So let's see. Oh, you know, this is pretty close. Okay, so hair is overrated. In close combat, it makes it hair is something that can be grabbed in close combat, which is why most modern soldiers cut it. So and it also keeps my head cool. So clothes are also overrated, but people in the modern in this world don't seem to agree with me. So I guess I'll go with this. And also, real men wear skirts. Everyone knows that. Only barbarians wear pants. Let's see. No sandals? Red looks good. Anyone looks good in red. Or at least with shoes. And you know what? Huh. So I can't change the color of my skirt. Alright. Select game mode. And like I said, I'm going to be playing with in Ironman because I am not a fan of microtransactions or trading between players. I prefer to strike out on my own. Also, I'm not really interested in pay to win because this is a stream. I'm supposed to be impressing you guys, not is with my skills and determination, not how much money I have. Maybe another time. Okay, clearly you can't handle a name as grand as mine, so... But what if I just call myself... Why am I... Huh. Well, I mean, it's not like I'm the only Zosimus. There's also Zosimus the Alchemist and Zosimus the Pope. Yeah, apparently, yes, apparently there was a Pope named Zosimus. I think he was only in power for like 1 year or so. Wait, I got it better. Dark. That's a reference, by the way. If anyone understands that reference, you are a badass. Alright, good old-fashioned tutorial island. I mean, and so, let's see what this new world has for me. Hold on a second. Use pretty intuitive. Let's see what this brand new world world has for me, and how many things I can kill. Reginald. Were you expecting me? Interesting. Adventurer. I guess I won't be a general anytime soon. That's fine. And gotta start somewhere. Brina, the survival expert. Survival. I mean, I'm a hardened warrior who has lived in a cruel, gritty world. I'm totally not some some overweight Indian guy, Indian tech worker who's never who's never worked with his hands a day in his life. Now I think of it, my head does seem a bit empty. I have conveniently forgotten all the skills I've learned over my tens of thousands of years of life. No matter. All I have to do is start again. Chop down the tree with what? My hands? I mean, I can do that, I guess. Okay, wait, so... Tool belt. Alright. Okay, apparently the tool belt is completely... Is it gone? Is the tool belt gone? Like, is there nothing like axes, like rune axes anymore? Hold on, let me see. Nope, it's still there. Let's... Alright, pretty intuitive. Let's just smack some sticks together until, I guess we just smack some sticks together or rub them together until we build a fire. Again, pretty intuitive. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't forget everything. Heck, in my old world, I don't remember. I don't remember taking this little time. If everything's this flammable, why is anything standing at all? Oh, wait, did that tree just regrow in a few seconds? What kind of world is this? Shrimp in a pond. Do shrimp actually grow in pond? No, of course they do. Well, freshwater shrimp, I guess? I don't know, this is a different world, maybe that's different rules. Oh. Not much of a survival instinct, I see. With what? Do I just hold the shrimp over the fire and wait for them to cook? Wait. What? Rip off. Everything really is flammable around here. Which means my enemies will be flammable too. You know, now that I think of it, you know what would be hilarious? If I was allergic to shrimp, if I ate this and turns out I was allergic to shrimp, that would be funny, wouldn't it? It's not funny. It sucks. The Master Chief is here? I thought this world was supposed to be medieval. Alright. Alright. I guess he can show me that monument to his sins I've always, people keep telling me about. Alright. An empty bucket and a pot of flour. What am I making? Pancakes? You know, I'm pretty sure that in order for bread you need yeast. So what, does wheat just naturally have yeast in this world? And don't I need, like, a oven for this? No, you know what? You can bake bread on a range, I think. No, I don't know. I haven't done it before. Alright, brew your own mead. Alright, what next? Start by opening the quest list. Quests can vary greatly from collecting beads to hunting down dragons. To fully understand. Alright, well, like I said, gotta start somewhere. In the cave under your house. Alright. Wait, with what? Wait, hold on. Alright. These are red rocks, must be rich with iron. And clearly, and with this, and look at all these lanterns. Clearly the people have been here before. Are you sure there's adventure to be had down here? Clearly someone else's mining instructor. Oh, I see. This is a mine. And a smithy. Alright. Mine 2 tin ore and copper ore. We're gonna smelt and smith a melee weapon for you. Oh, okay, so we're starting in the Bronze Age. Skipping over the Stone Age entirely. And also, come to think of it, bronze and tin in the same mine. Where I come from, they exist in almost entirely different places. Huh? Wait, hold on. What's this? Alright. Back where I came from, mining for basic ore was was often done by people with no other options. Sometimes it was even done as used as punishment. No, that's not true. If you true for quite a few people, it was opportunity. The state the state I live in right now, California, was basically founded by miners. Well, I mean, founded by miners and priests who enslaved the local natives. All right, let's mine some copper. Hopefully it's not low quality. No, it's low quality. I know a few people who would buy it. Who would travel through entire battlefields to buy it. All right. All right, so it. Oh, that's it. Metal bank. All right. So what is there? No. So what am I gonna get? Like, do I have like a bank pin? Do I get interest for it? No. Ed, is there a receipt? Is there a receipt I get? Ed, I can show it elsewhere. That I can show elsewhere. All right. You know, I'm not gonna question it. Okay. A bronze dagger at an anvil. How about an axe? Maybe I can make an axe? I mean, that's my world, the world that I come from, Thrax. Thrax, it's part of my name. Okay. Huh. And I can just hold this in my bare hands. This is a nice body. Heck, I bet heck, with this kind of body, I bet I could just I bet I could just shrug off of tiny things like the bite of like spider bites. It's not like a tiny spider could actually could actually deal damage to me. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Friday the 13th. Perfect time to stab. Perfect time to stab and slash some unsuspecting teenagers. Level 146. I can do better. So just kill a rat with this, a rat with this knife, just straight out. Huh, I guess people do, do most of the people who come this way have the experience already? Why are you even here if you have nothing to teach? You're just here to give orders? Do I need your permission? Are these your pet rats? You're not a very good pet owner then. right. Ah, there is my tool belt. Oh, there's my tool. All right. There, I've killed your pet rat. I hope you can. I hope you can get a few more. All right, that was kind of weird. Financial advisor? Pfft. I already have the most sound grasp of personal finance. I'll have you know, I've only bought 5 shares of DraftKings this year. No, I bought much more than that. No. I'm a VTuber. I'm not supposed to be talking about that stuff. Skilling, combat, and trading. Alright. Alright, 25 coins. Oh, it's gold. Which means that... Lovely money! I suppose this is one of those worlds where gold is as plentiful as copper is in our world, to the point where it's used as basic currency, not, a store of value used by kings and princes. Prayer? Never been much of a prayer. Never been much of a much for praying. But are you trying to convert me? Is this all part of some strange cult? Is that what this whole thing is? Indoctrination? Ooh, buffs! You know what? No, you know what? Cancel that. I'll kiss the feet of the gods anytime. If they help me kill things better. Most enemies drop bones when defeated. So, I see. So the gods are pleased. Pleased when I respect the remains, when I respect the debts of the things I've brutally murdered. But is it but do the gods like it because it's good, or is it good because the gods like it? Now I think of it, I'm kind of thirsty. The Ironman tutor. Okay, my current mode is Ironman. Let's do this. Okay, have I changed? Alright, I am a man of iron. Shame, I prefer to be a man of bronze. Or a man of steel. Nah. Nah, that would be too much. Okay. Must wield a magic weapon to cast spells. Oh, is it? Home teleport to Lumbridge using the lodestone network. If you ever get lost, you can free teleport to a lodestone you have discovered. Huh, I guess free teleportation? I guess binding the serfs to the land must have never crossed the minds of the nobles of this world. You know what? Give me a moment. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm gonna fill up my water bottle and maybe get some sparkling water. Okay, back. Let me just take a drink. Colorful. Okay, I guess I'm just fending for myself, I guess. Alright. Lumbridge Sage. You look wise. Nah, just kidding. You probably have dementia. You're no. What was I doing again? No, just maybe I'm the one with dementia. Where can I find a quest? I fancy a bit of a fight. You know what? I'm brave, but I'm not stupid. Something small would be good. Imps. Alright. Well, let's go to the local church. That's church. These are basically community centers, and maybe I can get some more of those, those sweet buffs. Saradomin. That must be the local. That must be the local. Oh, spiritual liege. All right. He who created the forces of goodness and purity in this world? Morality is objective. Morality is subjective. Slime and tentacles. Well, I mean, I got some. I do have some of that. Dad want me to show you. Unzips pants. No. Displaying. I used to. Let's see if I can remember a few old tricks. Hey, still got it! Okay, you know, out of character. I love the music in this game. The game. I mean, it's... Other games have orchestral music, other games have, like, rock music, but this is dungeon synth. Good old-fashioned dungeon synth. Oh, you looks like, you've aged well. Okay, okay, I'm happy to help. You know, I got nothing better to do. Oh, and that's what I do. I help people. I help people out of their skin and bone, and send their souls to heaven. I'm pretty sure it's not a tea party. Zamorak. Judging from context clues, I'm guessing if Saradomin is the good guy, I'm guessing Zamorak is the other guy. Very wise. I got into a lot of trouble in my youth by rushing in without knowing the situation. Lumbridge is a Saradominist town, but there will always be some people drawn to worship Zamorak. I mean, if he gives better buffs, I don't see why not. A young woman named Ilona. She just left Lumbridge to apprentice at the Wizard's Tower. They grabbed her on the road. The dead have been buried there for about 40 years right now. Does look brand new. Alright. Alright. Well, you can't have an adventure without be an adventurer without a party. Let's go! I helped found the Champions Guild. Huh. I don't remember. I don't remember you when I built my Hall of Champions. You know what? Enough talk! Let's fight! Okay, okay, I guess as the blue lady brought me here with telepathy, because there is no way I should be just seeing this right now. Right now, it's not like this is some sort of a cinematic that I'm allowed to watch from watch like watch as if I was in a theater with. Uh, Speak to me if you have any questions. With what? Attack, strength, defense. Okay, worn equipment. I still have my dagger, alright. Pairs, powers. Alright, sever, slice, sever. See, this is the thing that seems to drive people away from it. That seems to drive people away from, what is it? Drive people away from RuneScape 3 to old school RuneScape. But this is a series of attacks. It's basically turned from an old auto attack based dungeon crawler to a Guild Wars World of Warcraft clone. But honestly, you know what? I don't have the same kind of standards. I like. I like my special attacks. I like my hotkeys. All right. Let's. It's time to kill him. Kill this guy with a. I can see what weapon he has, but I have a knife, and that's all a man ever needed. Oh! Huh? So you should attack him with your melee weapon. That's a bit of a strange kind of logic, but you know, I'm not gonna question it. And what is this? Like, rock, paper, scissors? It is. Yes, it is. Alright. YOLO! No, that's not accurate. I do not, in fact, live only once. I live twice. You only live twice. Okay, so... Are you going to kill me? Was I supposed to do something else? Now that I think of it... Fuck it. I mean, and normally I prefer not to. Normally Normally, I go by the Achaean and the Trojan War logic, where you have to, if you don't kill your enemies, they'll come and take revenge on you later. But come on, do I have to worry about this guy getting revenge later? Later, he's a. This guy does not have a high skill cap. Okay. Range or defense? Okay. Can I have an arrow? Can I have arrows? Oh wait, then oh, never mind. This is a charge bow. I'm guessing it shoots energy or something. Oh boy, getting energy weapons right off the bat and exploding energy weapons. I don't know how that works. Oh, plasma. I love this world already. Oh, pots! Maybe there's some rupees inside. Oh. Huh? Okay, never mind. They are indestructible pots. I know a certain. I know of a certain green. An elf twink who would get a heart attack if he encountered a few of these. My, you don't look so good. Magic! Airstrike, alright. Airstrike? Alright. Alright. I don't think it would be very productive to call in an airstrike when you're underground, but maybe it's an airstrike that, maybe it's a really, really penetrative airstrike, penetrative missile, so, alright. Wow, you're pale. Are you sure you don't live in this catacombs? Do you live in this catacombs? It's me, Mario. Let's see if I can kite. Dumbass. Okay. Is that it? The blood pact must be complete. Maybe I'll get to fight some of those, some of those big scary demons ends after all. Another day, though. Seriously, you need to get some vitamin D. A lamp? Ooh, a magic lamp! Dr. Octagonopus! Ooh, I've never seen a genie like this before. For my first wish, I would like... Alright. I was gonna ask for a new bicycle, but that's okay too. No, I have a pretty good bicycle. All right. Where to go from here? Alright, good old-fashioned dual-wielding. I don't mind if I do. Let's see what else is here. Oh. That's a lot of money. And apparently a bottomless pouch. Alright. Okay, so... combat ability. Overpower. Okay, let's see what this, Alright. Bob. You know what? Not a very fantasy-like nickname, but you know what? I like the fit, though. You don't look like a Bob, though. You look like a Gordon. Oh, double-headed axes. Axes. One of the first sins of a fantasy world. But you know what? I would like to trade. I buy and sell pickaxes and hatchets. There are plenty to choose from. Take your pick. Or hatchet. Bronze battle axe. There we go. Wait, hold on a second. Let me see what my accuracy, a 160, tier 6, damage 61, attack rate 3. Oh, free shit. Give me the free shit. Can't be a barbarian without can't be a barbarian with an axe, and definitely can't be a Thraxian without one. Take. Oh, that's what I call a free sample. Thank you, good sir. I shall repay you your kindness eventually. Good evening, miss. I am a traveling adventure. I am looking for work. No, I'm not a hobo. I'm a murder hobo. Good day. Lactifer around the town. No, I haven't seen him. He'll ask you for money, no doubt. Please don't give him any. You'll never see him again. My brother is a waste of space. I've been lending him things for years and he never gives them back. Back. Yeah. The world can be like that sometimes. Lactifer used to live on the east side of the river before it was overrun with goblins. Although he didn't have a steady job, he used to help out around farms when he needed cash. Then one day, the Duke told us it was no longer safe to live on the East River bank, so some villagers had to move out, across here. With no money for lodgings and nowhere else to go, Lactifer came to live with me. I've only a small house, so he sleeps downstairs on the floor. Not uncomfortable enough, it seems. I thought he'd only be staying for a few weeks, just until he got some money together, but he's been here for ages now. Ya boy yawn. You know, surprisingly, I don't actually feel that... surprisingly, I don't actually feel that sleepy right now. Normally, I feel pretty tired at this time of the day because, you know, I have a night shift. But, you know what? At... In 2 hours, once Malone's stream starts, I will probably just... My brain will probably just be suddenly flooded with melatonin, at which point I'm gonna have to end the stream and crash. But, you know what? You never know. At that point, I'll probably raid him. And by raid, I mean, like, post a link in the chat. If I try hard enough and I can change my brother's ways. I wish the world were like that. Sometimes I really do. He can have a roof over his head, but that's all. All right. I mean, what would happen if I just asked people for a quest? I mean, is that language in this area for looking for a job because I'm a broke, unemployed murder hobo? Oh, what do you know? It's been 20 something years since this game first began. There's so many things to do after like 6 ages. What is it, like the 6th age right now? I don't know. Let's begin the game as it usually is, by playing the Restless Ghost. Oh, 5th age quest. A ghost in the graveyard just south of this church. I would like you to get rid of it. Father Ernie. South of Lumbridge Swamp near the coast. Oh, more rats? Alright. Huh? What was that loud bang? I can't think of a pun. Okay, now that's your cue to get going. Get going because I'm a complete. Oh, pretty. You're more of a buzzkill than Buzz Killington. Huh? Alright, I guess this must be... I don't see any other shacks in the middle of the woods. No, wait. Oh, wait, there's one more. Well, you know how it is. Before you can get to the end of a dungeon, you check all the other rooms. Hidey hole. Okay. A level 11 swamp frog. So you're telling me that tiny frog is like 3 times as high of a level as me? Prove it. Okay, never mind. This guy is pretty tough. Let's see if I think I'm losing. Let's see if I can kite him. Oh! Idiot got stuck in a cactus or whatever this plant is. Oh! Omnipower! Unlimited power! Sucks to be you. Okay. The frog, for some reason, had swallowed coins and bones. I guess some other pool fool made the same mistake I did, but didn't know how to kite like a pro. I will. You're supposed. I will honor this frog. You died brave. That frog truly was a proud warrior. Pickpocket. Why must you tempt me? Why do you even... you know what? Another time. I am the tax collector. The Bibu tax collector. Oh, that sounds painful. Oh. 2 years praying and meditating. Because when you wear it, you can speak to ghosts. Many ghosts are doomed to remain in this world before they have some unimportant task lesson. Alright, okay, by the way, yes, I have purchased a membership. I've purchased one month of membership just to check it out, because honestly, this game is kind of... I mean, this game is honestly, as someone who has played both the free tier and the membership tier, this game is honestly kind of boring without membership. It's $15. There are other games that, there are worse things I could do with it. I like the hat. Do you just understand what I said? Should I do it? No, I'm not that kind of an asshat. Lost my head. Does that head also have a... Well, now I think of it, that's the kind of that's like a stereotypical, like, Austrian hat, isn't it? Like a Austrian or Swiss hat. Okay, it's time for a head hunt. Ah, an earthquake. All right. Okay, so am I just supposed to find his head? No one gonna help me out? So, is no one going to help? Is no one gonna help me out with that? We're just supposed to look around and find a head? That's annoying. Okay, maybe I can ask the viewers for a head. Hey, do you know where I can find this guy's head? Click on the head if you see it. A warlock has stolen a head. Where do I find a... I mean... Alright. Where do I find... Alright, looking for a warlock, Have you seen a warlock? Warlock. Warlock. No, not wood. What's this? Grapple, strong tree. Huh? I'm pretty sure I'm a member. Could have sworn I purchased. Could have sworn I purchased 1 month of membership. What the hell? Hold on a second. Let me just. Give me some time. I could have sworn I purchased. Did I do it on the wrong account? What the hell? Am I using the wrong account? Yes, I am using the wrong account. That's annoying. Well, you know what? I'll switch to the new account later. I'll just repeat everything. You know what? For the sake of the stream, let's just pretend that this is the right account. Let's just do some quests here and there, and let's pretend this is the right account. Man, my buzz has been killed. My buzz has been annihilated. Some stairs have opened to the west. Could have been a shortcut. Okay. A cockroach. Oh, tough cockroach. And it bites too. Button mash, button mash. Okay, the cockroach has bones. An exoskeleton, maybe? Or maybe it... a spider? Alright. A wretched soul forced into a spider shape. And there are worse fates. A staff? Feathers? Since when did spiders have feathers? Interesting. A fly? Why do... I mean, I guess that has wings. Anyways, let's heal up. Let's find some place to heal. Let's get some food. Okay, I guess let's go eat some more shrimp. Cook and eat some more shrimp. Fishing, fishing, shrimping ain't... That's, where does the quote originally come from? Pumping ain't easy. Anticipation. What does this do? Okay, I'll take it. Don't mind if I do. Let's cook some shrimp. That's not a range, that's a campfire, but whatever. I'm not very good at this, am I? I mean, that's less than 50% success. Then why have I been given the option? Alright, rest in peace, spider and fly. Should probably bring some more food along for the road. Let's see. Shrimp, shrimp, shrimping. Oh, unattended fire. Never leave a fire unattended. Only you can prevent forest fires. Not even you can prevent this. Okay, well, level 51 already, total level 51 already. I mean, that's how games usually start, just throwing you a bone to get you hooked. Alright. Let's try this again. You know what? I think I'm going to... I think I'm easing myself back in. This is a good time to ease myself back into streaming. I don't really feel like burning out immediately, so I'm probably going to end in like half an hour. Dark magic has made this cockroach go into giant size. A wretched dead soul. Oh no, let me get a closer look. Alright, well, those are flies. Hey, what's this? Ooh, shiny. Alright, let's anticipate the fly. Stomp. Alright, might as well try it out. Let's have some more shrimp. At this point, I'm gonna get. At this point, I might actually get allergic. Become allergic to. Oh, crawling corpse torso. And level 12 rats afterwards. I think at this point I might. Yeah, the quest only said I needed to fight level 7 stuff, so I don't think this is the right place. You found one of Dragit's Nern's statuettes. Alright. Okay, make an offer. Then again, Jade. One... Wait, so... If I sell it to someone else, like a collector, and anyone other than you will pay only 1 coin? What kind of racket is this? What can I buy with 100 coins? Who was Drugith Nern? He studied at the Wizard's Tower, but also studied the dark art, necromancy, on its own. Dark art, so necromancy makes you a bad guy. That kind of world. That kind of world. That kind of fantasy world, is it? Okay. Guild Wars. This is not. Steal bodies from the graveyard and perform experiments on them. When I met him, he was very troubled, very conflicted. I convinced him to put an end to it all. But let me guess, he relapsed. So he trapped them all on the lower level of his workshop and sealed it off. He converted the upper level to these catacombs. He built the tomb to hide the entrance to the lower level. Drugith Nern is still down there. He knew what he was, that when he died he would rise again, the monster, so he sealed himself in with these creatures. Oh, that's very kind of him. You weren't really wounded, were you? I took the opportunity to see how you would fare. How you would fare. Sure. Then again, I took at least 3 arrows to the face back then. And you can take 1, especially if you are the founder of some Champions Guild, rival to mine. New generation has its own heroes. So how did I do? What is a blood patch? Doesn't have any real magic power, but that kind of thing can have great power over a person if they believe strong enough. You just gotta believe in the blood patch. He's opened the lore, which is swarming with undead. Okay. What was I supposed to do? Oh yeah, look for a warlock. Look for a warlock. Well, might as well try and pickpocket that guy and see what happens. Maybe he's the warlock. They're holy and filthy. They're holy, his pockets are holy. Well, no point in pickpocketing him, because everything must have fallen out. The mining spot. Alright. Is his head the star? Is he a Star Knight? Okay. Mining spot. On the coast south of Lumbridge for that ghost skull. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Huh, for once, normally, I'm gonna admit, I have a very poor attention to detail. Things can hide from me in plain sight, so the fact that I didn't miss this is just, it's luck. Oh, there it is. Okay, he's... Conveniently, I know that he is weak to fire. I mean, weak to arrows. That's kind of weird. I mean, normally you'd think the arrows would just go through his ribs. Alright. I guess I'll... considering that guy was nothing but bones... I don't know what I was saying there. Huh? Oh, Malone! Yeah, I'm having fun. You think skeletons would be weak to crushing stuff like maces and warhammers. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying, but, this game basically has a rock, paper, scissors, a rock, paper, scissors combat system. Melee beats ranged, ranged beats magic, and magic beats melee. The idea supposedly is not really it's not really about the weapon, it's about the armor. Arrows can't penetrate plate mail, yeah, arrows can't penetrate plate mail, but magic cooks knights alive in their armor, but arrows can penetrate mages' robes, something like that. At least that's the logic it was originally. Nowadays, it's just yeah, it's basically rock, paper, scissors. I remember there was something similar in basically, I remember, those old Flash games on Cartoon Network, on CartoonNetwork.com? There was this one, Gundam, there was this one... That's kind of cool. Yeah, there was this one Gundam, Flash game, where it was basically, laser beats sword, gun beats laser, and sword beats gun. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Anyways, let's give this guy his head back. Let's give him head. Meh. Okay, the melatonin's coming in. So like I said, Buzz is a bit killed because I found out this is actually the wrong account. I had subscribed for like 1 month of membership, but apparently on a different account for some reason. And also the melatonin is coming in, and I need to, sleep so I can be rested for when I may go on the bike ride to the 3D printing shop. So I'm probably going to end in like 15 minutes. Yeah, Malone, thank you for coming. What are you doing in an hour? What's your stream? What's your stream again? Five ancient bones that give each that give 200 prayer XP, and there's a 125 prayer XP lamp. Why can't you just have given me? Why can't you just have given me all those prayer that prayer in the lamp? Okay, I guess let's. Can I do anything else with the bones? Bones are for burying. No, bones are for... giving structure to people's bodies, but you know, we all die someday. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and bones to earth. Chocolate milk and herring and Heim crab potato. Rod fishing. Pretty normal stuff. You know, anyways, this is a pretty good place to end, and I did have fun with this, actually. Once I get on my new account, get on the actual account that has membership, I think I will, maybe even do longer streams. I did have fun with this, so I think I'm actually going to try to organize my sleep a bit better from now on to prepare for it, or maybe I'll just stream later in the day. Thank you, Malone, for coming, and thank you everyone else who was lurking. Lurkers, you are the backbone of all small streamers' careers, so thank you for coming, and expect more to come. Malone, I will drop into your stream if you're, if you ever, if I'm awake, so, alright, thanks for coming, and expect more to come.